He's the Hall of Famer. He's the mailman. Karl Malone. He's going to be working for the Utah Jazz with their big man and, of course, the former Utah Jazz Hall of Famer joining us from Louisiana. Have you watched Duck Dynasty, Karl?
Yes, sir. I have watched Duck Dynasty.
Can you relate to it?
Hold on,
okay.
Dan.
All right. Okay.
Dan, how are you doing?
Hey, Karl.
I'm Karl. Dan, you great? I'm great too. Now, yes, Dan, I've watched Duck Dynasty, and of course, I can relate to him. But I'll tell you what, everything like this is let you know right now that this is God's country. And if you're a good little boy, Dan, when you die, you'll be buried here.
Wow.
See, all good things happen down here.
How much hunting and fishing do you do?
Well, I don't consider myself hunting and fishing when I go. I consider myself catching, and I can't say the other word, but I do a lot. But now, Dan, contrary to what people might think, I don't do it all the time. I just do a lot of it. And, I do a lot of it when I do it. But I also develop real estate, drive truck. I operate heavy equipment. We got Toyota dealership. We got Jiffy Lube. We got Burger King. So I do, but I got a great team. So I just kind of do what I want to do, Dan, because I can. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, my friend.
If you could bring one of your former teammates down there to go hunting and fishing with you, who would be the ideal guy to go?
Oh, Lord. I'd say the ideal guy to go. Now, you said a player.
Yeah.
I would say Jerry Sloan, my coach. Look, I'll tell you this. Coach Sloan and I have went hunting before, and we have a great time. If you was probably going to be trying to interview us, we'll have to have a 10-second delay or something like that when we met him together. But he would be the guy, I think, Dan, that would just kick back with no expectations. And when you're hunting and fishing, Dan, I know I joke a lot. It's not about what you bag and how big the fish you catch. It's just being out there. Now, I grew up doing it, but let me tell you what happened to me one time. A funny story. I know you want to talk about everything else in this show, but, me, you got a truce. Every time I'm on your show, it's kind of become my show and then your show. Well, anyway, when I was playing, one year we went to the NBA Finals, I got a really nasty letter from some group saying they are disappointed that I fish. They saying that the torture the little fish go through with that hook in his mouth and a big old beast like me on the other end of the fishing pole, they got pissed off at me that I was the national spokesperson for Fishing Week. Can you believe such a thing? I know you're laughing.
Wow.
Because that's exactly what I did. I started laughing as well. So, hey, look, man, it's a pleasure being on your show. I'm excited to be on your show. I kind of like this. When do I graduate to 3 or 4 times a year instead of once a year? Is this my once-a-year quota right now?
No.
Okay.
I would love you to co-host one time.
I would absolutely love to co-host a show with you. But I can't express myself freely because I feel like my little time is short. You kind of cut me short a lot of times.
Okay, wait a minute. Karl, what is it that you want to get off your chest that you're not able to get off your chest? What's really bothering you?
Well, where do I start? Look, Dan, I can talk to you about the IRS scandal going on. I can talk to you about politics. I can talk to you about everything, but that's for another time. We're going to keep it clean today. But when I come into your show, I want you to throw out a subject, and I'm going to comment on it. And it's through my eyes. It's what I feel it's going to be. So that's what I want to do. When I come co-host your show, we're going to talk about everything.
Which career would you rather have, Steve Nash or Jason Kidd?
I didn't hear you.
Which career would you rather have, aside from yours, Steve Nash or Jason Kidd?
Well, John Stockton.
No, that's not part of it. See, you want to get it off your chest. You want to be real and be honest.
No. Why are you leading me with a point guard? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. What career I'd rather have?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, see, this is how it works.
No, this is really not how it works. I kind of steer this.
No.
No.
I'm Jordan. I'm Jordan on this show.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, you could be Jordan on this show with your show, which is a good show without Karl Malone on it, or you could be Jordan with Karl Malone on it.
All right, I'll be Jordan. Stockton. I'm trying to be Stockton, setting you up here.
Go. Be Stockton, and now we relate. You started off the wrong foot.
My bad. I'm just saying I was coming after you. I meant business. Okay. I'm going to set you up. Nice bounce pass, John Stockton. There you go. Here's another one, Karl.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Whose career would you rather have, Steve Nash or Jason Kidd?
I would say Jason Kidd, and let me explain myself. Don't not cut me off and say just an answer. Okay? Do not even go there.
Okay.
Okay, do not even head in that direction, young man. Okay. So let me explain myself, okay? Okay, we are all discredited by our career by championship ring, okay? Jason Kidd won a ring, all right? Second all-time to Stockton in steals, second all-time to Stockton, I think, in assists. Okay, you didn't think I knew that, did you? I am a student of the game. Young man. That's why I knew this. I didn't know this because I went back and checked because I would be on your show because you're going to ask me that. I just know these things, young man. Okay. Well, anyway, Jason Kidd because of that. Okay? Now, I happen to love Canada. I do some of my great hunting and expeditions there. So I would have to say Steve Nash being a Canadian, I would like to say that. But I'm going to say Jason Kidd then. Okay?
All right. Did Jordan foul you on that last play right before he hit the jumper, won the steal? Did he foul you on that play?
Well, you're not sounding like John Stockton now because we don't make excuses. So,
I didn't say it was an excuse. I wanted you to clarify, Karl.
Hey, Dan, listen. That's a great angle you have. That's a great angle, but it do not work with me because I'm on top of my game today. I'm going to say this. I will say this right here.
Okay.
The Chicago Bulls won the championship. Okay? So that's how I want to leave it. That was 10 years ago. Okay? And that's how I'm going to leave it. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I come on peace.
I just wanted you to clarify it because we know that he pushed off Brian Russell. That was a push-off, but I didn't know if he fouled you when he took the ball from you underneath the basket.
You know what? He was cat quick reflexes. He just stole it. It's so funny. Okay? What's funny? Man, what is funny? I am giving this interview from the heart. Can you just see it?
I can feel it.
Oozing out of. You can feel it? You can feel it just oozing out. Yeah.
Who would you rather have as a teammate? Jordan? Or LeBron?
Hold on. Do you have a man crush on Michael Jordan today? What's the deal here? I don't know. I'm just asking that question here. Hold on. Do Dan Patrick, my friend, my buddy, have a man crush on Jordan today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, would you rather have Jordan as your teammate or LeBron James?
LeBron James.
Why?
He play like me. Because he play like me. And I tell you what, we don't start playing till we get hit. So I'm gonna say LeBron James. And you know what? Let the debate begin. And I don't give a rat's ass that they do. I just telling you who I would like. That's all.
I said that LeBron will. I find him to be the most talented player I've ever seen in NBA history. Got a problem with that statement by me?
Well, you sound like you're threatening me.
No, I'm not threatening you.
That's how you said it. That's how you said it. I find LeBron James to be the most talented player we ever seen. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, okay, my bad. Let me try it again.
Okay.
Let me try it again. Karl Malone, the great Utah Jazz Hall of Famer, joining us, Stan Patrick Show. Karl, I said earlier that I thought LeBron James is the most talented player that I've ever seen in NBA history. I don't know if you have a thought on that, but if you do, I'd like to hear it.
Oh, my, you're so gracious, Dan.
Thank you,
And
Karl.
let me answer that for you. I think LeBron James is the most talented player that I've ever seen, and the reason being, sometimes you hear people make a statement, but they don't back it up with nothing. And let me explain to you, LeBron James is about 6'8", a little bit more than 6'8", over 6'8", about 265, 275, and I would say to do the things that he do, we will never see it again. So all of those haters out there, sit back and enjoy. Every now and then, you see a player come through. I can say this, Kevin Garnett. I could say Kobe Bryant. I could say LeBron James. I could say Carmelo Anthony. Every now and then, Kevin Durant and Westbrook. You see guys that come in and you say, wow. Well, people don't know how to take them, so they become haters. Haters need to be aware and say, enjoy this guy. Now, before you get to the next one, let me help you out here. Who do you like in the finals? Now, let me answer this, and we can go back to something else. I am a humongous San Antonio old school Spurs. I love Coach Pop. I love those guys.
Now, can I take Karl? Just can I take a 3-minute break and bring you right back?
Please, if you bring me right back, yes, sir.
I'll bring you right back. I know. I'm going to give you all the time that you need to get everything off your chest. All right?
I love it.
All right. I say, hold on, Karl. Whew. I think we got off on a bad foot there. I started challenging him. I thought he wanted to keep it real, so I was trying to keep it real. This guy played with a Hall of Fame point guard, John Stockton. He's Karl Malone, the NBA Hall of Famer, back with us. How was that introduction, Karl?
You know what? My. I think Mr. Fritz really helped you in your communication skill while we was at break there. I really appreciate it. Mr. Fritz, thank you very much for helping him out. That was an unbelievable introduction. I like that.
Well, Fritz, he did say, he said, look, be nice to Karl. Karl's kind of disappointed that you're not being nicer to him. And so I went out of my way to be a little bit nicer. My apologies.
No, you know what? No, because I'll be in studio one day, and I just might come in there and turn the set up. I might just come in there like that. But no. Hey, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great.
That's great. That's awesome. We paid some bills. We back now.
Have you ever gotten in a fight? Last time you got in a fight?
I got in a fight. My last fight I got into with my brother in the yard, and I never want to fight him again because my mom, after we finished fighting, we stood there and looked at each other like two bulls. We was young. I think we was 15 years old. One wasn't throwing a punch, and the other one was glad of it. And then after we sit down, my mom came out, tore our butts up, and told us to kiss each other, hug and kiss. So I pecked him on the cheek. She said no. She said no.
Wait, she said no.
Funny.
What?
Look, that's not funny. That traumatized me for the rest of my life.
Wait, you had to kiss your brother on the mouth?
I'm getting to it. If you were so rude and laughing at me, I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. Okay, yes. So I kissed him on the cheek and gave him a half hug. She said, no. She said, I need a frontal hug and on the lips. I said, Mom, no. And she got a belt, and she smacked my behind and his too. I had to give my brother a frontal hug. Now, that's not good, okay? And I had to peck him on the lips, my brother. So, yes.
Wow.
See, that's how we do it in the South down here.
I don't want to do that. All right, you were telling me why you like the Spurs so much. Are you picking the Spurs over the Heat?
I'm picking the Spurs over Heat because I like the Spurs. I just like the Spurs, that's all. This will probably be their last time getting there, but it's going to be tough. But I like the Spurs. If you're going to put me on the spot, I like the Spurs. Don't get me wrong. I love the Heat, too, because I love to see LeBron James playing. And when his teammates play with him, I like to see him. But I can watch LeBron James play if he win or lose. But I'm taking the Heat. If you're going to put me on, if I'm taking the Spurs, if you're going to put me on the spot,
Yep.
I like the Spurs. Yes, sir.
How do you feel when people say, Karl, or that Tim Duncan is the best power forward of all time?
Well, you got Charles Barkley, who I don't know if he was a point guard or wanted to be a center or power forward. You got Charles Barkley saying it. And how do I feel about it? You know what? I don't have nothing to say about it. You know, he's a great player. He got 3 championship rings, could have 4, something like that, or maybe 4. I'm not for sure. But hey, here's what I tell the people. Here's what I tell the people with no basketball expertise about him. And I hope it's not you. I hope I don't bust your bubble. Tim Duncan is not a power forward, by the way.
Well, that's what he's listed as.
I don't give a rat's ass what he listed at. I'm telling you what he is. Tim Duncan is a center. Okay, they listed Tim Duncan as a power forward because he was there with David Robinson, and David Robinson was a center. Okay, so Tim Duncan, for all you experts out there, Tim Duncan is a center. He just played a power forward position, but that's great. So I don't. It don't bother me because I have to say who's saying it. And Charles said to mess with me, but Tim Duncan, I'll tell you what. If I was picking my top 5 power forwards, Tim Duncan and Charles Barkley will be in there.
All right, before I let you go, I want you to tell me, you pick your starting 5, all-time starting 5.
Okay, I'm not going to be in it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to be in it. Okay, my all-time starting 5.
Yep.
I got to have Wilt Chamberlain as my center. I got to have John Stockton as my point guard. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got to have LeBron James as. I'm gonna put LeBron James at my power forward position. Okay, he's gonna be a tough matchup. What you laughing at?
Okay, I like it. I like it. Keep going.
Okay, now I got to put Oscar Robertson. Oh God, I got to put Oscar Robertson at my
2 guard.
At my 2 guard.
And who's your other guy?
Now, my other guy, I would have to go with my other guy. I would have to put that's the 2 guard. I need a 3-man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shock the world. I have to put Scottie Pippen as my 3-man. Okay, now let me tell you why.
Oh, I got to hurry, though, because I got to go.
Okay, I know you got to go. Scottie Pippen led the team in every statistical category when he was there without Michael Jordan. Yeah. That's why I got to put Scottie Pippen. So now you know.
You got a man crush on Scottie Pippen?
I just like Scottie Pippen. I got a man crush on LeBron James. Okay.
All right, I want you to come and visit me, and I'd love to have you in studio. You could co-host with me if it ever you ever cross paths. We'd love to have you.
Oh, I would love to. And hey, make sure everybody listens to the Dan Packer Show. I love it.
Thank you, Karl. Great to talk to you.
All right.
All right, buddy. Yes. That's Karl Malone. Oh man, I hate interrupting him but I have to move it along occasionally. He moves a little slower pace than I do.